What's up with Dr. Umar? Like, what's the whole thing with Dr. Umar? I see he's one of these black, righteous leader teachers, poor righteous teacher types, that got a lot of information, know a lot of information things. And so I see that. But what's the whole thing about Dr. Umar? Why everybody dislike him? Is it because he propagandizes or uses propaganda, to gain income? He a beggar or something? Or is it the school? Because just objectively thinking, on the outside looking in, I feel like a school could have been a good thing, but was it not a good thing because people didn't support, or people always thought he was like a beggar or didn't fuck with him beforehand, before the school, and the school was just the cherry on top. Like I said, I'm speaking from a outside point of view. I'm trying to be objective as possible. Or was it? Or my thing is with Dr. Umar, was it that, just playing devil's advocate real quick, was it that maybe he tried to do something positive? And then he saw that, as black people, we love the fanfare, but we don't really want to do the work. So now, when he figured that out, it was more about just collecting ends for all the, the studying he's been doing and the work and the research and the trying that he's been doing. He figured out that black people ain't gonna move. Black people don't want to change. So he said he might as well get paid. He said, fuck him. And that's been his whole game plan since. So maybe it started off as something righteous. Maybe it started off as wanting to help. But when he's seen that, people don't want to be helped or people don't want to change, he was like, well, shit, I might as well get paid. That's the logical thing. Well, that's the thing that I think about when I think about Dr. Umar. That maybe it started off as something good. Could a school or something that could have been useful, could have been beneficial. And then I sit back and I'll be like, damn, well, everybody talking shit about the school failing, but did it fail because we didn't support? Or we didn't support because he was a thief or a liar or, he wasn't righteous? Like I said, I'm trying to be objective. And I'm just trying to, pick from different angles and really see. Because that's how I see it. It's almost like, well, damn, he was begging for a school and niggas didn't want to donate. But why didn't people want to donate? And then I see a lot of people happy that his school failed. And like I said, thinking outside, it's like, why y'all happy his school failed? Like, that could have been beneficial. Like I say, just outside looking in, that could have been beneficial. Like, I understand if you don't like him. I understand if, like, you thought he was a this and a that, but maybe he tried. But when you don't have no support, what else you supposed to do? You might as well take the little ends that people serving you, get fat off of it, and try to build a school. And if it failed, it failed. Shit. That's my outside thought seeing it. Because we don't have so many teachers in the black community or people trying to help. And they all died poor, broke. Didn't nobody care about them. I guess he was like, I'm not finna be the next one. I said, I can't get mad at somebody who donated to him. Because you don't know how he you don't know how he affected or changed their life or gave them information that could use them to propel them forward. So you can't really talk about people who donate. Like I said, I see some character, and I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say like everything he do is like, whatever, super clean or whatever the case may be. But I see some little character he does, like plays a little character and shit like that. But sometimes you got to do that, so I don't hold it against him. You on camera, you in front of people, you gotta sell. So I ain't tripping about that. So my thing is like, why people trip off of him, or why people didn't like him from the beginning? Was it like he did something like some Diddy type shit, or like I said, I ain't really studied Dr. Umar. But I just want to see, even if I did, I want to see what the collective thinks about Dr. Umar and why he got so much hate. Is it the hate for, interracial dating? I know he be saying that black queens forever, snow bunnies never, snow bunnies never, black queens forever. That's hilarious to me. You know, that's hilarious. Whether it's true or whatever the case may be, it's hilarious. Whether I stand by it or not, it's hilarious. And that's part of that character thing that I said that he's just selling. Whether he feels like that or not, you know, it's something that you got to have for the people. You got to feed the people. People want to be excited a little bit, you know, even if you feed them information. Like I said, what's the beef with Umar? Like I said, from the outside looking in, some things he did could have been beneficial or could have started out on the right path. And was it that we just didn't support him? So now we talk about him? Because that's prominent too. We talk about people we don't support. Like we don't support people and then we talk about them when they fail. It's like, well, damn. That one thing I don't like about us. We won't support somebody and then we talk about them when they fail. So was that the case? Or was it that he did something and then people didn't want to support? And what is it that he did that we did not like? That's what I really want to see. Or is it the whole group think thing, you know? Or is it that your people just tired of black teachers and they thought they all thieves? Well, let me play devil's advocate again. We pour our money into a whole bunch of other bullshit. So, you know, like I said, just playing devil's advocate. I always try to be objective and see things from multiple sides and multiple angles. And that's what I'm trying to see from this. Because it ain't like the information that he knows is wrong or the history that he knows is wrong. It's not like that, you know. Holmes knows shit. Or is it the whole fake doctor thing? I remember something like that. He got his doctorate from a bullshit school or something like that. Well, I understand how some people can be mad, but then again, it's almost like, why do we hold other institutions high as a standard about giving out these certain certificates and doctorates and names and degrees and diplomas and all that, when somebody who didn't even have to go to school or didn't go to school, and not just speaking on Dr. Umar, but in a lot of situations, know more information and know more teachings and more wise and more knowledgeable than the shit that they teach at the white institutions or the institutions that we look up to for all these degrees. So at a certain point, all that is bogus. All that is just a piece of paper to say somebody granted you know a certain amount of information from a prestigious school. Don't mean that you wise. Don't mean that you knowledgeable. So is that why, you know, people was mad that he had that fake doctorate or whatever the case may be? I don't know. Like I say, I'm not over here trying to cape for him. Sometimes I play devil's advocate, but I really just try to be objective. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Anyway, this is your favorite cousin Rich. Y'all be safe out there. Love and blessings.